this obviously people at the time of interview will have already passed at the time this posted, but I don't know if you watched the England-Nigeria game today in the Women's World Cup earlier.
I saw some of it. I did watch some of it. I could see the way it was going, and had some other things I had to do. And I thought that England would nick it as opposed to win on penalties. But all good in the sense that, you know, every tournament you play in, there's going to be a penalty shootout if you get to the latter stages. So winning one pretty early on, I think, is quite good for the confidence.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw Lauren James, the controversy there.
I did, and I thought it was a red card, and I'm sure she accepts that. She'll be disappointed in terms of when you get sent off, and I was sent off 3 times in my career. It's frustrating, and you feel really angry with yourself because you know you've let yourself down, but also that you've let your teammates down. Thankfully for her, it didn't cost them in terms of getting through, but it's difficult when you live in such an emotional sort of situation when you're playing sport, that sometimes, you know, the reaction is the wrong reaction, and obviously that was today.
Yeah, it's funny you bring that up because Gary Lineker early today, he compared that to Beckham in 1998, which was a match that you were at, I think.
Gary Lineker compared that to David Beckham getting sent off in 1998?
Yeah.
You said?
Yeah.
Well, that's, yeah, okay.
You don't agree? Maybe not quite the same, but, you know, he said that. So.
Well, in the fact that she reacted to a situation and got sent off in a football match that was a World Cup, then yes, but in every other way, probably not. But anyway, that's scary.
Fair enough. Well, I was wondering what who your favorite lioness was, actually.
Me? Well, James, I really like her, actually. Obviously, Reece, her brother, and just watching them sort of, well, him growing up as a young player. I saw him from the age of probably 15, 16, making his way through, and his sister was always talked about in terms of the you know, developing the women's side of the game as well. So I would say her. But yeah, I think with the women's team, for me, I think they're all. What's great is that they all seem to have their own not position on the pitch, but their own sort of identity. And it doesn't feel that it's so much just heroes. I mean, Lucy Bronze obviously has been incredible for England from the women's game perspective and has done really well. But I think that because they're evolving and developing really quickly and people are getting to know them quite quickly, it's good to see that all of their personalities and all of their identities, I think, are sort of really collective rather than just, you know, necessarily star names. So that's important, I think, because there's a long way for the women's game to go and it's got a lot of big decisions ahead of it. So the better they can do at the top of that pyramid, I think the more it pulls the game through.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're definitely seeing the beginning of it taking off following the Euros and stuff. People are properly paying attention to it now, at least in England.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's going to be lots of challenges along the way because it's, you know, it's a very young part of football in terms of the professional and the elite side of it. So building those foundations is really, really important to make it really sustainable, because every sport has ups and downs in terms of popularity, success, competition, pressures, and those bumps in the road are going to be much easier to deal with if there's the right trajectory in terms of the development across the women's game.